And on the mound for the Mets tonight will be Clay Holmes. Holmes gave the Mets some distance and one of his best starts in weeks his last time out.
Like over 137 innings now for Holmes. Just a courageous effort all season long. Back-to-back wins now over the Seattle Mariners and the Atlanta Braves.
So Edwards flies out to left to get it started.
The 24-year-old center fielder hits one on the ground to the left side, backhanded by Lindor, and he drops it, and Marcy's aboard with an infield hit. So Marcy, who came into the day with a 1029 OPS, best ever for a Marlin in their first 26 big league games, adds another hit to his ledger.
Marcy a threat to move. He's 8 for 10 in the stolen base department. Now it's Hicks.
Runner goes, and that is banged off of Holmes, and it dribbles into left field. Going first to third is Marcy. He's going to stop there. That's going to be a base hit for Liam Hicks. And just like that, the Marlins have first and third with one out here in the first.
You have Augustin Ramirez coming up.
And Ramirez slams one into the air to right center field. Mullins will have it lined up, makes the catch, but tagging at third is Marcy. He'll come home with the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Miami.
That's absolutely beautiful by Ramirez.
There's two out. Here comes Troy Johnston.
And he bounced one off the glove of Holmes, grabbed by Lindor, and throws to first in time. Now Holmes like a pincushion in that first inning. 1-6-3 putout ends the inning. 1-0 Miami.
And doing the pitching here for the Marlins this evening, it is the 24-year-old right-hander Adam Mazur making his second start of the season.
The Mets coming up now, led by Francisco Lindor.
And Lindor golfs one into right center for a leadoff hit. Marcy over to cut it off. So Lindor, who came in hitting .431 over his last 15 games, gets a base hit on an 0-2 pitch to start the Mets.
So one away when Lindor moves to second.
Mets took 4 out of 6 from the Marlins in early April, and Alonso was on fire in that series. That's golf toward the right center field gap. Marcy on the run, and he can't get it. It's off the tip of his glove. Lindor was going back to tag up. He'll have to stop at third. Alonso's got a double, and the Mets have runners at second and third with one out. Marcy came awfully close to catching that ball after running an enormous distance, but it just hit off the tip of his glove.
I mean, if he does tag up, he'll be at third with 2 outs. Halfway would have got him in for the first run.
Well, the Marlins are going to bring their infield in the first inning. Brandon Nimmo at the plate. And Brandon grounds one over the bag. Fair ball going down the line. Lindor is in. Alonso right behind him. The throw goes to second, not in time. Brandon Nimmo with a 2-run double, and the Mets go in front 2-1. Broke his bat and kept it just fair over the bag.
Broke his bat, but it had a lot of topspin on it, and that's why it eluded the glove of Hicks.
Nobody on and 2 out here in the top of the second inning. And the batter now for the Marlins is their number 8 hitter tonight and third baseman Maximo Acosta. 2-1 coming his way. Hey, there's a base hit into right field. It's his 4th major league hit and his first ever single. All right, so Acosta's at first with 2 out. Here's Dane Myers.
He slams this one to right center. Back in the gap goes Mullins to grab it at the edge of the warning track to retire the side. A hit and one left. Middle of the second, 2-1 New York.
So a leadoff hit by pitch is how the third inning starts.
Now, what I would like to see from Xavier Edwards is him take off. What I would like to see from the Marlins, especially if they have no strikes, is let him do that.
Edwards is going tremendous jump.
Edwards started running before Clay Holmes even thought about delivering the baseball.
This just in, the biggest jump anyone's ever had to steal a base.
On the ground to the right side, so Marcy with a productive out moves Edwards over to third.
Mets will pull the infield in with Liam Hicks at the plate. Ground ball, right side. They're coming to the plate. They're not going to get him. And it would have behooved him to go to first. They had no chance to get Xavier Edwards, and the Marlins tied the game at 2.
I mean, if he made a perfect throw, he still wasn't going to be able to get him. Topped on the ground by Ramirez. The running toss by Beatty. That's the second out as Hicks moves up to second.
And here comes Troy Johnston with a chance to give the Marlins the lead.
Rounded on the right side, handled by Alonso. Holmes gets over to Carr, but it's off his glove, and now rolls into foul territory. Trying to score is Hicks, and he will score standing up.
Perfect throw, right at the bag. Little in front of him, but to hit him right in the pocket, that play's got to be made.
These are the kinds of things that you worry about when a team is coming off an emotional series.
And a man at second base, Otto Lopez, is coming up.
A 1-1 pitch. That's ripped into left field for a base hit. Here comes Troy Johnston from second base. That's a 2-out run scoring single for Otto Lopez, and the Marlins lead 4-2.
And the error has not only opened up the door for 1 run, but another.
2 out. McNeil goes to third.
Here's Mullins, 4-2 Miami.
And Mullins draws the walk. That's the first walk given up by Major tonight. So now first and third and 2 out with Hayden Senger coming up. Senger took a call third strike his first time up.
1-2 pitch. Hit in the air. Left field and shallow. Johnston is coming in. He's calling. And he makes the catch. And a good job by Major to get out of the inning, leaving 2 aboard. It's 4-2 Marlins after 4.
That's 108 walks now for Soto. 10 now in his last 7 games.
That means Pete Alonso can come to the plate representing the potential towering run here.
Certainly feels like a quiet crowd tonight. One swing, though, can totally change the feeling of this ballpark.
And Pete hits one deep to center field. Back goes Marcy to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here! Pete Alonso ties the game with his 30th home run of the season.
And again, it is all about just one big swing to get this place going. And everybody seemingly is one, rising to their feet at Citi Field as this ball is rising out of here, out past center fielder Jacob Marcy and out into the seats. That's what
425 feet.
Just a soaring shot by Pete.
And Stanek has put himself in trouble by walking the first 2 batters. But Stanek's got to get out here. And Myers swings and chops one to short. Handled by Lindor to McNeil and on to first for the double play. Bunt was off. And Myers grounds into the 6-4-3 double play. 2 down. So Hernandez at third with 2 out. And Edwards will stay as a left-hand batter. Ripped to right, but right there is Soto waiting. Side retired. Stanek into and out of trouble in the top of the 6th.
2 lefties and a righty. Marcy, Hicks, and Ramirez due up. Deadlocked at 4. And a ground ball up the middle. Sneaks into center field for a base hit. Second hit of the ball game for Jacob Marcy. All he does is hit. Well, here's Liam Hicks, who's 1 for 3 tonight with Marcy at first.
2-2 coming. Broken back grounder down to Alonso. He bobbles at it, and it bounces past Soto, and everybody's safe. Pete was turning towards second to see if he had a play there, and it flipped out of his glove.
Ball's gone. Soto had a chance to pick it up, but he misses it with the bare hand, and things not as buttoned up tonight for the Mets.
Now there are 2 on with nobody out. Here's Agustin Ramirez, and Ramirez lines it just past the glove of Lindor, a base hit, and it's bobbled by Nimmo, so they'll send Marcy. The relay throw by Lindor not in time, and the Marlins take the lead. Well, the Mets have been sloppy in the field tonight, and it costs them again. That one pops away from Senger, and the runners will move up. So another mistake by the Mets. So the pass ball moves runners to second and third. The infield has to come in. Soto is badly in need of a strikeout. And he gets it. Fans wag him in with a slider for the first out of the inning. Here's Otto Lopez. And Lopez breaks his bat. McNeil's going to come home with it for the tag play. Save! Second time tonight that a Marlins runner has beaten a throw by McNeil with the infield in to score a run.
the Marlins have forced the Mets to just simply play defense tonight, and they have not done it cleanly. So Mets turn to Kevin Herget. First and third for Miami. They have a 6-4 lead. And Heriberto Hernandez coming up.
Fly ball hit to center field off the bat of Hernandez. Not very deep. Mullins coming in. Tagging at third, Ramirez. Here comes Mullins' throw. It's cut off. Throw to second. And safe. The sacrifice fly by Hernandez brings in the 3rd run of the inning, and it's 7-4.
Mets have a man at first with 2 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Mullins, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Walked back in the 4th. 3-2 runner goes, and the pitch is hit into shallow center field. Sinking fast, Derek Hill dives, and he made the catch. That's the 2nd time this season that Derek Hill has gone full-blown extension and robbed the Mets of a hit here in New York. 12 saves on the season for Fauché, who will also be bidding for his 20th career save here tonight.
And the Mets are down to their final out of the night. Soto hits a ground ball. Edwards is right there to grab it. And the Mets play their sloppiest game of the year, hand the Marlins 5 unearned runs, and they drop the opener of the series 7-4 to fall 5 games behind the Phillies in the National League.